So if you haven't downloaded those tracks yet, they're in the description down below in the first pinned comment. Now we're going to take a look at the tracks that are coming out on Friday. Let's check them out.
I don't wanna feel the way I do without you. And I don't wanna know what it's like.
All right, here we are in my bass player's basement recording drums for I Don't Wanna Know. Let's hop into Pro Tools and see what the drum mics sound like. All right, so here we are in Pro Tools. Let's take a listen to all the drums. All right, that's enough of that. We'll just start with the kick drum. I'm going to turn up the master so you guys can hear it. This is the kick in, a Sennheiser 602. Then we have a FET 47 on the out of the kick. As you can see in the picture, we've got a sub kick. That's the kick drum sound. And here's the snare drum. Snare top, it's a Loughton Audio snare mic. And then I added an SE7 with the capsules lined up. Those are both on the top. Here's a bottom snare mic. Now, there's going to be two versions of these tracks on Friday for download, one of which is going to be the mix is completely set up and ready. Everything is in phase. We've got a bunch of bass tracks I'm going to go over in a sec, stuff with the drums, and that would be easy, right? Like if you're just starting out, that would just be fun to mix. If you're looking for a challenge, though, I messed with these drums a little bit. There's going to be a booby-trapped one that has stuff out of phase, basically, is what I'll say, and the gain staging is going to kind of suck. If you're an experienced mixer, you can go in and play with that, and that's what it's really like to mix music for other people. I get sent stuff, or people bring into this room stuff they recorded in other studios, and I have to figure out how to make it sound good, and I have to also be able to look at the drums, hear the drums, and know if they're all in phase. So there's an easy mix for you guys to mess with, and then there's a hard one. So I'll leave it up to you guys which one you want. Here's the hi-hat mic. And then we've got the toms. We'll go to the verse. Here's the overheads. These were the Warm Audio 47s. And then we have a U47 as a mono overhead. This is the room mic that is like in the back of the room, 20 feet away from the kit, just for fun. And then we have our actual room mics that are the Warm Audio 47 Juniors you see in the pictures. And they're a little bright for my taste. And so that's the drum overview. So this is how we tracked bass for the bass player. We have his clean amp right there is the Gen Benz with a FET 47 on it and the DI out the back. And then the Fender Rumble right there, I have the drive on it. That's a Warm 47 Junior. We're sending the signal to both amps, and that's possible because of my ABY pedal right there. I've got my OCD on and my tube screamer. Now that's going out to the dirty channel. A is going to the clean channel, which is his bass amp. So let's take a look at those bass tracks. All right, here we are in Pro Tools. This is the clean bass with the FET 47 on it. And then this is the DI right here. That's the clean stuff. Here is the Fender Rumble. And then that's just the DI. Here is, you can kind of hear the speakers in the background because we didn't use headphones. And so this is something that you guys can just work on a blend. And here's all the tracks together. That's going to do it for this one. If you have not downloaded the old bus stop tracks, they are available in the description down below in the first pinned comment. You have until February 13th, that's Friday, at 6 p.m. to submit your mix to be featured on the Beat My Mix live stream. To learn more about Beat My Mix and the old bus stop tracks, click the video that's popping up on the screen right now, and I'll catch you on the next one.